Hi, greetings. Welcome to Radio Free West, and it is May 16th. Wow, Saturday already. Time's flying. I have just discovered a YouTube channel that has really interesting people on it, and one of them was named, what is her name? Vasquez Rodriguez, Alicia Vasquez Rodriguez. And she used to work for the Boston Globe, and I don't know what happened, but now she's just putting out her own blogs. But she's a twice nominated Pulitzer Prize writer that I never heard of. And she is from New Mexico. And what's in New Mexico? The Zorro Ranch of Epstein's. And very little has been done on this ranch, but there's been a lot of talk that things have been done, but nothing really has been done because the people that are on the Truth Commission that is charged with investigating these, whatever went on out there, are all pals of Epstein's. They're associates. They're all entwined. It's pretty remarkable that this isn't just coming out now. And what is that guy's name? Washarat? Oh, I should have written his name down. That's where I saw this at. I'll put a link in the description to that video. And it's incredible. And she's probably going to get threatened a lot. She says she's already getting some threats and feeling a little uncomfortable, which is why she wants to go so public. So I'm willing to help her out on that. Let's just put out some names here. For one thing, Deb Haaland, whom I despise. Now, she was the Interior Secretary she's a Democrat, and she was the Interior Secretary under Biden. And under her watch, more wild horses were sent to slaughter in Mexico and Canada than at any other time, because she gave really cheap leases to beef ranchers for their grass-fed beef that they can sell to Japan for big bucks. So, I despise her. She's running for governor in New Mexico right now. And she's one of the people that are associated, flying around. She's in the Epstein lists. So let's ask her what her association is, right? Let's just ask her. And she has been asked by Miss Rodriguez, and she has been vague and evasive, and now is calling other people and telling them to call Miss Rodriguez and tell her to, get with the program. So you got a bunch of Dems, I can't change my registration to run I'm a registered Republican, so that I could vote for Haley in the primary. I've talked about that. And it's too late to change my registration, unless I go to independent, to run for Congress. And there's I'm going to look further in these guys, because just because they're Dems doesn't mean they're great. There's two Dems that are going to run for Jimenez's seat in the 28th district, the southern part of Florida. You have until June 6th the registration starts. It starts for a week, and you either need close to 8,000 signatures or $8,000 for the filing fee. It's pretty basic. I wonder if I could run from where I'm at here. Interesting. I wonder if there's any rules about it. Anyway, I'll look into that. So let's do some more names here. Okay, so Gary King, Bruce King. And this is John Kelly. So he's on the ethics board investigating this. And he's also entwined. Now, I don't know the details of these entanglements yet. She does a lot more in-depth reporting on that. And go there. She's got a Facebook page, and that's really just about it. I'm on Facebook, but I have signed out and sworn I would not use it. Because of Meta, sucking off Trump on a daily basis, which is sort of self-defeating. We need another Facebook. I was on Blue Sky. I guess I could go back to Blue Sky, but I didn't. I felt very. That's just a bubble. But anyway, it's a place to just put information like I did on the Reddit with the Trump cheated org, which now points to that Reddit, which is cheap. It was free. to post the links, and I got banned off Reddit, so I can no longer control it, but somebody else stepped in, and it's just locked down. But the links are there, and I can say, well, you just go to that Reddit, and you look at these links. You look at how free speech for people go to their page challenging insecure elections. And I've talked about this before. Many machines are not secure, and it's all out there, but it's ignored. And the more I look into things, the more I just think that there is this Democratic core that is not opposing Trump sufficiently or efficiently, competently, on purpose. And I think that it's really all about AIPAC. AIPAC runs the Congress, and I did a whole, I think my last one was about this, and it's just unbelievable. Anyway, gosh, I've got so much. I should do these like every week, I suppose. I'm starting to really dig into stuff. Anyway, so go and see Miss Rodriguez, Alicia Vasquez Rodriguez on Facebook. And or go and watch that YouTube video on Wajahara. Actually, it's called The Left Hook. The YouTube channel is called The Left Hook. And it's a video uploaded yesterday, so not hard to find. Go there and look. So I also have, what time is it? How much have we done here? Oh, 6.5. I want to definitely keep them short. But let me talk about election interference, because finally, well, the gerrymandering is just getting all the press, but there's so many other ways, and it's just not getting covered, and it's the voter scrubs. And finally, because Taco Von Rapey, I like to call him, or Don Von Rapey. Can't settle on which name is more. Taco. I think he's Taco. He'll always be Taco. So anyway, he's going to cheat in every way. I do not expect the election to save us. I do not. Even if we win, even if we get 80% voter turnout, which is not going to happen. I mean, the American electorate is so detached. I don't know if it's even salvageable at this point, because people just are not. They are tuned out, and it's not their fault. They are tuned out, and I don't know how to get them back in. But we have to keep trying, and all I can do is get out information, which is that I am convinced he will cheat in every way. The massive voter scrubs, the massive voiding of ballots, trying to stop mail-in ballots, just making it hard to vote, suppress the vote, scrub the voters, void the ballots that are cast. And Tina Peters getting out of jail. Yeah, that's right. That's the big news today also. Or being not getting out of jail. Clemency. I have to look more into what exactly that means. I guess she is getting out. Okay, so she let people into voter systems in 2021. And that's, you know, how they're cheating, because they know how to infiltrate. And challenging insecure elections, free speech for people. They've sued these vendors and asked for this information and not gotten it. And it's all laid out on their site. It's completely ignored. These are real cases that went up in front of some of these vendors. ES&S is the big one. And they do not do what they're supposed to do, and they get away with it. And you really, in a presidential election, you only really need to interfere in a few key precincts, in a few key states. And if you think Taco McRapey won all swing states, outside the margin of error, so there were no recounts, and I am still disappointed in Harris for not demanding audits, because she was notified by several people. Stephen Spoonamore is one, and he has Substacks. And I guess you have to go to Substack now to get information, but they have it on YouTube also. And I just use a lot of different sources right now. But he's going to cheat, and he's going to get away with it. And if he doesn't win outright by cheating, he will not accept the election. He will go in, he will seize ballots, and he will say it was fraud. He will say anything. He will drop a nuke. He will drop a nuke on Iran and declare an emergency. He will do anything it takes. He's the most dangerous. And I don't think he won legitimately in 2024. I actually don't even think we've had a legitimate election for about 20 years. Well, actually 24 years, because I don't think Gore v. Bush, that was just the Supreme Court handing over the election. I don't know. People were talking about how we have to pack the courts, and I agree with that, but that's, you can't do that without having Congress. And I don't see how we're going to get Congress, because he is going to do anything it takes. And I don't think Americans are up for the blood. And gosh, what was that clip? Here's that guy from the Heritage Foundation who said the takeover will be bloodless if the liberals let it. And that's what's going on. Okay, so that's all enough for today. Thanks for watching.